take a few moments to really arrive in Shavasana. Make sure that you fully arrive in the pose. Feel your heels at least hip width apart, maybe even mat width apart. Your toes are very gently dropping out to the sides. Your arms about a 45-degree angle away from the body, palms facing upwards. Head in line with your spine. Here are your jaws relaxed, the forehead smooth. Really let the physical body settle in Shavasana. And take a couple of really deep breaths into the abdomen. Feel how inhaling the abdomen rises and exhaling the abdomen is sinking back down again. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Perhaps you can imagine how with every exhalation you're melting into the mat. With every exhalation, the body becomes heavier. With every exhalation, you're letting go. So using the breath, you've now fully arrived in Shavasana, in your relaxation pose. Let the breath be very subtle then, and just bring your attention to your feet. Feel the contact of your heels with the floor. And then bringing your attention to your legs, into your hip joints, to your buttocks. Feel the weight of your hips. Feel the contact of the floor with your buttocks, firmly rooted down to the ground. And then bringing your attention to the back of the body, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulder blades. Also here, be aware of the points of contact with the floor, the weight of your torso. Then bring your attention to the front of your body. Feel the soft abdomen, the subtle movement of the abdomen. Bringing your attention to your chest. Perhaps there's a sensation of spaciousness. Chest is wide open. Bringing your awareness into the fingertips. Notice your fingers gently curled in this relaxed state. Then bringing the attention to your arms, to your shoulder joints, and then your neck. Bringing the attention to your head, noticing the weight of your head, the point of contact with the floor. And bringing the attention to the crown of your head. Become very aware of the top of your head. At the same time, be aware of the soles of your feet and also your fingertips. crown of the head, soles of your feet and your fingertips. Be fully aware of the entire body. The entire body now relaxed. The entire body heavy, motionless, still. Bringing your attention back to the body. Be aware how the body is on the mat, motionless. And then take a couple of really deep breaths, deep down into the abdomen. Inhaling, taking in oxygen, energy, prana. And exhaling, letting go of anything you no longer need. Inhaling, abdomen rising, taking in prana. Exhaling, abdomen moving back down again. Letting go of all those things you no longer need. And then introducing a few gentle movements, fingertips and toes, arms, legs. And maybe you want to give your body a good stretch, taking the arms up and over, bringing some length into the body. And then in your own time, rolling over onto your right side. And just take a moment there to fully arrive. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the earth, how it's carrying you, supporting you. And then, when you're ready, coming up to a seated position. Taking as many cushions as you may need to come to a comfortable seated position for our Om and mantra. So make sure you let the physical body really settle in this position. Maybe you want to inhale, taking the shoulders up, and exhaling, letting them melt down again. Chest is wide open. Feel the feet, the legs, the buttocks. Feel the firmness of the ground beneath you. And then bringing some length into your spine, as if you're trying to grow a little taller. The back of the head towards the ceiling, chest open, the jaws relaxed, the forehead smooth. Centering yourself with a couple of deep breaths, inhaling abdomen out. Exhaling, abdomen is sinking back in again. Once again, a deep breath in. And then exhaling completely. Inhaling for Om. Sana vavatu sahano phunaktu saha viryam karavavai tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Namah Shivaya. Welcome to the class today. My name is Kaivalya. We'll be practicing together this morning. I'll guide you through the class. It's an intermediate Yoga Vidya class, and I've called it Mindful Movements. So you're invited to really move very mindfully through the entire class. So also noticing how you move between the asanas. Maybe it'll help you to really focus on the breath. So just watch that breath, full of curiosity. See if it changes when you're in the pose or between the poses or coming out of the pose. So you're also invited to remind yourself of Patanjali, who wrote the Yoga Sutras, one of the important yoga scriptures. And he tells us about those ashtangas, those 8 limbs or 8 steps. The aim is samadhi, the superconscious state, and he gives us some very practical tools which we can also use in our yoga practice on the mat, but also in our everyday life. And the most important ones, arguably, or the first ones, the base, are the yamas and the niyamas. And that's our ethical behavior in everyday life, but also when we're on the mat. So I'd like to maybe remind you a few times as we go through the class, especially of ahimsa. Ahimsa is non-violence. And that's also an interesting one when we practice. How do we kind of deal with ourselves, with our body? Also that aspect of ahimsa when we deal with the body. And also satya. Satya is truthfulness. Am I really honest when I'm on the mat? Maybe I could do a little more. Or maybe I'm pushing myself too far. Or maybe I'm trying to be something else. Maybe the neighbor on the mat next to me is just doing it the way I would like to do it. But actually to say, well, I'm truthful with myself, with my body, and I do as best as I can. And that's also then to do with santosha, which is contentment. Yeah, I mean, you've got the body you've been given, and you can practice yoga with this body, and you can be content and maybe also grateful, and just work with the body and your breath and your mind as best as you can. So you're just invited to maybe use those few aspects in the class today. As for the sequence, it's a gentle intermediate class. We're going to start with pranayama, then surya namaskara, and then we're going to move through the asanas. Finally, then final relaxation. Okay. Good, then coming into a comfortable position for your pranayama, your breathing exercises. you're invited to maybe close your eyes just so that you can fully focus on what's going on inside, fully focusing on the breath. We'll do a couple of rounds of Kapalabhati. So inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Once more, inhaling deeply, exhaling completely, letting go of all those things you no longer need. Inhaling comfortably, begin. Exhale, 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 fully exhaling. Noticing that stillness between those breaths. And then when you feel the need to inhale, inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. And when you're ready, inhaling comfortably, filling the lungs to 3/4, retaining the breath. Concentrating now on the abdomen, on your Manipura chakra. You can visualize a fire in the abdomen, or bright light, an inner sun. Light and energy now filling the abdomen. And remind yourself of ahimsa. You're not fighting with your breath. If you feel your breath needs to flow again, let it go. Holding the concentration still in the abdomen, visualizing light and inner sun, a ball of energy. And then exhaling for the second round. Inhaling comfortably, begin. So, hum, 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 so, exhaling completely. Noticing that stillness, that quiet space between the two breaths. And then when you feel the need to inhale, inhaling deeply, bringing length into the spine. Exhaling completely. And when you're ready, inhaling comfortably, filling the lungs to approximately 3/4, retaining the breath. If you wish, you can set Mula Bandha, pulling the pelvic floor muscles inwards and upwards, setting your bandha, bringing the attention back to the abdomen, and visualize how you're taking that light, that inner sun down into the pelvis. As if your pelvis is a bowl where this light is now gathering, the energy is now gathering. Hold Mula Bandha. And only holding the breath as long as it's comfortable for you this morning. If you feel you need to continue breathing, let the breath go again. And exhaling for the third and final round. Inhaling comfortably, begin. So, hum, 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 so, exhaling completely. A moment of stillness. You feel the breath coming again. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. In your own time, inhaling comfortably. Retaining the breath. Setting Mula Bandha. And bringing the awareness back to the pelvis, visualizing that golden bowl and that light, that energy is now flowing down to the lowest end of your spine and then very gently moving up the spine all the way to the head, traveling up light bubbles until that light arrives in your head and the light is filling your head. If you feel that the breath wants to flow again, let it go, let it flow again. Keeping the attention, your head, visualizing bright light. Feel your Kapalabhati, your shining skull. If you are sitting there comfortably, you can remain in this position. Otherwise, now the opportunity to perhaps adjust your position. And after this very energizing pranayama, we're going to do another technique to harmonize those energies. We've just been wakening up. So we're going to do Brahmari. Brahmari, some of you may know as the humming breath. Brahmari is the bee, and we're going to make the sound of a bee when we exhale. And if you wish, when you're inhaling, you can make a gentle snoring sound. And you can also, if you wish, either place your hands on your knees, your thighs, or use them. So I'm going to just show you one round. So inhaling with a gentle snoring sound, taking the arms wide, and then exhaling with the sound of a humming bee. Taking the hands to the heart space. You can do that in your own time, so see how long your breath is, and you can also choose the pitch, so maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, just see what's comfortable for you. We're going to start together and then you're going to continue in your own rhythm, if you wish, with or without the hands. So inhaling with a gentle snoring sound, and then exhaling, making the sound of a bee. Inhaling again in your own time, and exhaling, making the sound of a bee. Taking your time, continue, and maybe you can feel the vibration, the sound in your whole body, in every cell, how every cell is vibrating with that humming sound. Inhaling, gentle snoring, if you wish, taking the arms really wide, opening yourself, and exhaling, feel that vibration through the entire system. Every cell is vibrating. 3 more rounds in your own time. One last round, and after that we'll move into the silence for a few moments. Maybe you can really follow that sound into the silence. Maybe you can still feel a little vibration within you. And then prepare for movement. In your own time, come into a standing position on your mat. Removing all those things you no longer need, the blankets, cushion. Maybe get rid of your socks. Prepare for a few gentle stretching exercises, mobilizing exercises before we then move into the sun salutation. So coming onto the mat, taking your feet about hip width apart, feet approximately parallel. You can pull the toes upwards and try maybe create some space between the toes, spreading those toes a little wide and then placing them back down onto the mat. Pull them up once more, pulling the toes towards you, spreading them wide, creating some space, and exhaling, placing them down onto the mat. You can fix your gaze, you can focus on a point which is now not moving. And with the next inhalation, you can take the arms up, coming onto your toes, stretching up all the way into the fingertips, and exhaling back down again, as if you're moving in slow motion. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Coordinating the breath with the movement, inhaling. So if you're inhaling all the way into the fingertips and exhaling down. One last round. Inhaling, coming all the way onto the toes, breathing all the way into the fingertips and exhaling down. The heels now remaining on the mat. You can take the arms back up again. Now be really soft in your knees, very soft in your knees. And for the windmill, you can now take the right arm to the front, the left arm to the back. So you're rotating your arms in opposite directions. Very gently then moving with your knees. And just double checking whether your arms are really rotating in opposite direction. Maybe that's not quite the case with some of you. So taking the arms back up again, the palms are facing each other. Brief moment of concentration, right arm forwards, left arm back. Once you've got it, it's easy. You're just kind of mobilizing your shoulder joints. And also it's a very nice exercise for your left and right side of the brain. So you have to do something very slightly differently as you would usually do it. Okay, taking the arms back up again. Brief moment of concentration. Left arm forwards, right arm back. Arms are rotating against each other in opposite directions. Knees are very soft. Arms are rotating. If you're not quite sure whether you're doing it quite correctly, just starting again, palms facing each other. Left arm forward, right arm back. Keep on breathing. Rotating those arms. Couple more rounds. Very nice. Okay. A little bit of movement for our ankle joints. Again, it's helpful if you fix the gaze on a point which is now not moving. Helps you with the balancing poses. So bringing the weight now onto the left foot, stretching your right leg in front of you, and then start rotating the foot so the leg is nice and straight. Keep on breathing. Very smooth movement from your ankle joint. So if you're drawing a nice circle with your big toe, keep on breathing down into the abdomen, changing directions. The awareness in your ankle joint. Very nice. And then bending the knees, the knee, grabbing hold of the knee or the shin. Inhaling as if you're growing a little taller. Exhaling, The thigh is moving a little closer to your abdomen. Shoulders a long way away from the ears. The chest is open. Inhaling a little bit taller still. Exhaling the thigh a little closer to your abdomen. One last breath. Inhale, growing tall. Exhaling, leg to the body. Inhaling one last time and exhaling, release. Once again, fixing your gaze, bringing the weight into the right foot, stretching out the left leg in front of you, the leg nice and straight, and then rotating the foot again from your ankle joint. Smooth movements. Awareness in your ankle joint. Sometimes there's a slight crunching sound. Just be fully aware of your ankle joint. Changing directions. Watch the breath. And then grabbing hold of the knee, the shin, inhaling, growing tall, exhaling, the thigh a little closer to the abdomen. At the same time, the shoulders a long way away from the ears, the chest is open. Keep on breathing. The gaze fixed helps you with the balancing. 3 last breaths in this position. With the next exhalation, release. And then coming to the front end of your mat for a few classic rounds of Surya Namaskara, Sun Salutation. So, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose, just take a few moments to fully arrive in this position. Be aware of your pubic bone, bringing the pubic bone forward, tucking the tailbone under. Feel that gentle tilting of the pelvis. You can activate your knees, kneecaps, your thighs, your buttocks. So bringing a very gentle activity in there. Pulling the belly button towards you, the breastbone forwards and upwards, the chest is wide open, the shoulder blades are melting down and back, tucking the chin very gently under. So if you're going to bring the back of the head towards the ceiling, the hands, the arms, the shoulders relaxed. Take a couple of breaths into the abdomen in this position, mountain pose. Feel the firmness, the steadiness. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing the hands to Namaste. Keep on breathing. Feel that gentle pressure, palm against palm. The shoulders again, a long way away from the ears. The chest is open. The next inhalation, bringing the arms up, opening the chest. Keep on breathing. Opening the entire front of the body. So if you're going to breathe through your armpits, or if you're going to breathe all the way into your fingertips. One last inhalation here, and exhaling forward and down into a gentle forward bend. If you wish, you can bend the knees so that you can place your hands comfortably to the left and right of your feet. Fingertips and toes in one line. With the next inhalation, taking the right foot all the way back, coming into a sprinter position. The gaze ahead, the knee on top of the ankle joint. Inhaling here and retaining the breath, coming into plank. Feel the strength. Take a breath here. Enjoy the strength. Very powerful pose. Pushing the heels away, the head in line with your spine. One last inhalation here. And then exhaling, knees, chest and forehead. 8 points to the floor. Keep on breathing. Hips upwards, chest pressed into the mat. The next inhalation, forwards and upwards into cobra. Very gentle, keeping the elbows neatly tucked into the body. Pushing the hands into the mat with the next exhalation. Coming into down dog. Feel the length of your spine. Keep on breathing here. Pushing both hands firmly into the mat as if you're going to bring the chest towards the mat. Stretching your spine. Buttocks upwards. Length of your spine. Enjoy. One last breath. And then with the next inhalation, bringing the right foot forward. Gaze ahead. Sprinter pose. Take a breath here. And with the next exhalation, forward bend. The next inhalation coming up. Inhaling again, stretching all the way into the fingertips. And exhaling, lowering the arms. Smooth movements now with your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Namaste. Inhaling up. Exhaling down, forward bend. Inhaling left foot all the way back. Retaining the breath, coming into plank. Exhaling, knees, chest and forehead. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling down dog. Inhaling left foot forward. Exhaling right. Inhaling forwards, upwards, gently back. Exhaling, lowering the arms back down. Inhaling, exhaling, namaste. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling right, sprinter position. Retaining the breath, plank. Exhaling, knees, chest, forehead, elbows close to the body. Inhaling forwards, upwards, cobra. Exhaling down dog, spine is long. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling down. Inhaling, exhaling, namaste. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale left. Retain plank. Exhale. Inhale cobra. Exhale down dog. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Watch the breath and the movement. Inhaling, exhaling. Namaste. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale right. Retain. Feel your strength. Exhale. Inhale cobra. Exhale down dog. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Namaste. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale left. Retain plank. Exhale down to the floor. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale down dog. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale, open yourself, stretch yourself. Exhale down. Watch the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Retain. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Retain. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Retain. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Retain. Exhale. Inhale. exhale, inhale left, exhale right, inhale reaching all the way up, and exhale lowering the arms back down. Arriving back in mountain pose Tadasana. If you wish, you can close the eyes. Feel the body and watch the breath. After this dynamic movement, Surya Namaskara, maybe also here you can remind yourself of Santosha, of that contentment. You've been given this body which is enabling you to live this life, go through all those different experiences. You can move through life, you can move through this sequence of Surya Namaskara. You're treating your body well, looking after it. Also be aware of ahimsa here. You're caring for your body. You're being very friendly with body and breath. Even if it gets a little difficult, remind yourself of ahimsa. Don't force anything. Rather concentrate on your breath. Help you through those difficult poses, those difficult times in life. So with that notion, let us do a couple of rounds with variations. So even if it becomes a little strenuous, just focus on the breath. See what it does, how it helps you, even if it gets a little strenuous. Inhaling, exhaling, Namaste. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling right foot back. And then bringing the left foot back. Keep on breathing here. Feel the entire body in this pose, in plank pose. The head in line with your spine, pushing the heels away from you. Focusing on the breath, focusing on the abdomen. Strong, deep abdominal breathing. You can pull the belly button gently towards you. If you wish, you can either remain in this position, or if you wish, you can place the right hand in the middle of your mat, moving to the left, reaching up with your left arm, coming into side plank. Keep on breathing. Feel your strength and feel how the breath is giving you that strength. Deep abdominal breathing. Reaching up with that left hand, you can take the gaze up towards the left thumb. Maybe you can visualize somebody's holding you, so it's almost effortless. One last breath, inhaling all the way to the fingertips, and then exhaling, coming into plank again. Relax in plank. Couple of breaths here, before you then place the other hand in the middle of your mat and you're moving to the right, reaching up with your right hand, the gaze towards your right thumb. Keep on breathing, enjoying side plank. Inhaling and then exhaling, coming into plank again. Inhaling here, exhaling, knees, chest, forehead, watch your elbows. Inhaling forwards, upwards, cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Keep on breathing here. You can take the feet a little further apart. And as if you're going to place the chest onto the mat, really bring some length into the spine. Sitting bones all the way up. Keep on breathing. Feel how all 10 fingers are firmly connected with the mat. With the next inhalation, right foot forward. Exhaling left. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling down. Last round left. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling left, retain plank, Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Keep on breathing again. You can take the feet apart and fully arrive in downward facing dog. Make this your inversion. Really arrive in the asana. Keep on breathing. In downward dog. Enjoy the pose. Watch the breath. If Shirshasana is part of your practice, you now have the opportunity to also move as an alternative into Shirshasana headstand. Otherwise, try keep holding the pose for a few more breaths. Also reminding yourself of ahimsa. Of course, don't force anything. If your body tells you you need to come out of the pose, you can relax in child's pose. But also see if this is just a little voice telling you, oh, I want to come out. And the body can actually hold this position for a few more breaths. That's also satya, truthfulness. Be very true to yourself. Also when you're on the mat, and of course off the mat. 3 more breaths in your pose. And when it's time to come out of the pose, you can move into child's pose. Letting the buttocks sink to the heels. Placing the forehead on the mat and relax. Just let the physical body settle to the dynamic rounds of Surya Namaskara. Now the opportunity to let body and breath settle. Watch the breath. Let it find its smooth and gentle rhythm. And once the breath is very fine and subtle again, it's time to move into the asanas. With the next inhalation, rolling up vertebra by vertebra, the chin on your chest, and then coming onto your back, lying on your back. We're going to do a gentle preparation before we move to Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. So for this gentle alternative or preparation, you can put the feet onto the mat. The heels are relatively close to your buttocks. So bending the knees, placing the feet on the mat, heels relatively close to your buttocks. The feet about hip width apart, knees about hip width apart. The arms closely alongside the body, palms facing the mat. With the next exhalation, you can push your lower back into the mat. Feel how the pelvis is tilting again. And then inhaling, you can move into shoulder bridge. So from the lower end of your spine, you're moving upwards, pushing the feet into the mat, lifting the hips up. Feet are on the mat, lifting the hips up. Vertebra by vertebra, you're going to come into a shoulder bridge. So you can either hold this pose for a few breaths or practice dynamically. exhaling down, vertebra by vertebra, as if you're going to count each vertebra as you place it back onto the mat. And with the inhalation, you can roll back up again. If you wish, you can also take the arms with you. Inhaling, taking the arms up and over, so you're really opening the entire front of your body. Nice. Inhaling up and exhaling down, or holding the position for a few breaths. Full awareness on the breath, perhaps also on the spine. Flexibility, smoothness, each vertebra. You're peeling that off the mat and you're placing it back down again. So you can either continue with this exercise, or if you wish, you can then prepare for Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. For shoulder stand, you're stretching the legs out in front of you. You're placing the hands, the arms close to the body. And then with the next inhalation, you're lifting the legs, you're lifting the hips, your hands on the back, supporting you nicely, coming into a shoulder stand. Just double checking that all 10 fingers are facing the ceiling, the fingers are parallel to your spine. If you wish to adjust yourself in the pose, you can bend the knees, bring the knees to the forehead, and then folding your hands on the mat, bringing the shoulder blades nicely together, and then placing the hands onto the back again. So that you're supporting yourself well, and then inhaling, lifting the legs back up again, arriving in your Sarvangasana. Pushing against. Yeah. Push. Nice. Take a few breaths here and make sure that you're comfortable. There's no fighting with the body in this position. Remind yourself of ahimsa. Push against my hands. You're comfortable and you're also content in this pose, santosha. You can be grateful that this body is allowing you to take this shape and to go through these experiences. Watch the breath. Also, when you're holding the pose a little longer, let the breath flow softly, evenly. And then prepare for the next pose, halasana, the plow pose. First half plow if you like, exhaling right foot down to the mat behind you, inhaling back up, exhaling left leg, inhaling up, one more round, exhaling right, inhaling back up, exhaling the other foot, inhaling back up, flexing the feet, pushing the heels towards the ceiling, and then exhaling, moving into plow pose. Taking your time. See if your toes are reaching the floor, otherwise you can use a cushion. Pulling the toes towards you, the heels away from you. The hands are still supporting your back unless your toes have firm contact with the floor. Then you can also stretch the arms out on the mat. And try and push the back of the knees towards the ceiling, straightening the legs as nicely as possible. Keep on breathing here. Feel the opening and the stretching of the back of the body, back of the legs. Halasana, plow pose. Enjoy for a few moments in silence, focusing completely on the breath. And then prepare to come out of the pose, placing the hands and the arms on the mat, pushing the palms into the mat, and then rolling out of the pose, vertebra by vertebra, using the abdominal muscles, pushing the back of the head into the mat, rolling out vertebra by vertebra, until you arrive back down on the mat. And from here, moving straight to fish Matsyasana, taking the arms underneath the body. Maybe you want to wiggle from side to side. Make sure that the arms are stretched out underneath your body. The elbows very closely together, shoulder blades close together. Make sure the arms are disappearing underneath your body. The legs are stretched out in front of you, legs closed. Inhaling, lifting the head, looking towards the legs. And exhaling, placing the head behind you on the mat. Focus on the breath again. Feel how with the inhalation the ribs are moving outwards and you're creating space in your chest. The main weight is on your lower arms, your elbows. Very little weight on the head, focusing on the breath. Shoulder blades actively pushed together. Keep on breathing. Feel that sensation of spaciousness in the chest. 3 more breaths in fish pose, Matsyasana. Open your heart space, open the chest, enjoy. Inhaling, very gently lifting the head up, just a couple of centimeters. Exhaling, placing the body back down onto the mat, removing your hands, your arms, and take a few breaths in Shavasana, relaxation pose. Let the breath find its fine, even rhythm. Become aware of the body. How does the body feel now after your inversion? Shoulder stand, plow, fish pose. One beautiful sequence. If you find that your mind is starting to wander, bring it back again and again to the breath. Maybe you want to just watch the gentle, fine movement of the abdomen. If you like, you can now hug the knees in, bending the knees, grabbing hold of the knees or the shins or underneath your knees, hugging your thighs to the abdomen, maybe gently rocking from side to side, massaging your lower back. And if you wish, you can take the forehead to the knee, to the knees, and then rock alongside your spine. Gentle, smooth rocking motion. And perhaps with that you can roll up to sitting position. Sitting position, coming to sitting position in preparation for our forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Before we move into a classic Paschimottanasana, a gentle preparation, maybe you still think that the body is a little stiff, or you generally don't have so much flexibility in the hips, then you can practice a sort of preparation for the forward bend, or a nice gentle alternative to the forward bend. You can prop the feet up so the heels are on the mat and the toes are facing upwards, bending the knees so that you can now bend forward and hug your elbows in. So you're wrapping your arms underneath your knees. And now the abdomen is on your thighs, and this is actually what we want to achieve when we're in the classic forward bend, but not all of us can do that. So it's nice to actually have that sensation of the abdomen touching the thighs. And now if you wish, you can move gently forwards, letting the heels slide a little further, but only go as far as it's comfortable for you. You can let them head melt down, and see if it's possible for the abdomen still to have that contact with the thighs. And relax, hold this position for a few breaths, really melt and be soft. And if you wish, maybe the heels are moving a little more forwards, but only go as far as it's comfortable for you this morning. Remind yourself of ahimsa. There's actually nothing to achieve in the forward bend. You are in your forward bend. You can focus on the breath. Maybe you feel how inhaling the abdomen is pressing into the thighs, and how exhaling you can be a little more soft. Become really soft. With every exhalation, you're melting forwards. You're melting into your forward bend. Now, if you wish, you can hold this pose for a couple more minutes, or if you then want to continue with the classic Paschimottanasana, classic forward bend, coming back up again, stretching the legs out in front of you, legs together, ankle joints together, feet together. Inhaling, reaching up, open yourself, and then exhaling from the hip, coming all the way forward, keeping the back as straight as possible, leading with the chest. And if you feel you can no longer move forward, just place the hands, whether that might be on your thighs, or maybe you can reach the toes. But make sure the arms are bent and you're melting forwards and downwards again with each exhalation. So you're relaxing in your forward bend. Use the breath. With each exhalation, forwards, downwards, melting down. Head in line with your spine. Try and relax the neck. Inhaling, bringing length into the spine. Exhaling down. Inhaling length and exhaling down. So using the breath, arrive in your Paschimottanasana, in your forward bend. Respectfully moving into the pose. Remind yourself of ahimsa. There's no forcing the body in your practice. Remind yourself of satya. You're being very truthful and honest with yourself. And you can develop a feeling of santosha, of contentment. You are in your forward bend. You have arrived. You can let go. Whichever shape your body is now taking, maybe there's a sensation of gratefulness that you're in this body, that you can make these experiences, you can go through life with this body, in this body. One last breath, exhaling, melting down. And then inhaling, reaching up, taking the arms up. Exhaling, placing the hands behind you, coming into the counter position. Inhaling, lifting the hips up, trying to place the soles of your feet onto the mat, the legs as straight as possible, the chin either on the chest or letting the head gently drop. Keep on breathing, moving into the strength, using your breath. 3 more breaths. Belly button towards the ceiling, lifting the hips up. And with the next exhalation, placing the hips back down onto the mat, coming onto the abdomen, lying on the abdomen, head facing the front. You can make a pillow with your hands, placing the forehead or the cheek or the temple on your hands, big toes touching. Let the body settle again. Relax for a few breaths. Enjoy. After this activity, you can let go for a few breaths. They're really soft. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel how Mother Earth is supporting you. With the inhalation, feel how the abdomen is pressing against the earth. And with the exhalation, the body is all soft. You can also imagine that with each exhalation, you're letting go of something you no longer need. Maybe a certain memory or a certain emotion. You can just visualize how that is now melting into the mat, into the earth. The exhalation, you can just let go. And then prepare for a couple of backward bends. You can now close your legs. Top of the feet are on the mat. The toes are pointing backwards. The forehead is on the mat. For Cobra variation, you can take the hands behind you, interlocking the fingers above your buttocks. The forehead still on the mat. The toes are pointing backwards, top of the feet on the mat. You can push your pubic bone into the mat, pushing the pubic bone onto the mat, activating your buttocks, using your elbows, bringing the elbows closely together. See how that brings those shoulder blades nicely together, how the chest is already opening. And then inhaling, lifting the head and the upper body up, coming into Cobra pose. You can lift those interlocked fingers a little off the buttocks, as if somebody's grabbing you from behind and pulling you upwards, very gently, helping you into the position. Keep on breathing. Top of the feet still in the mat, pubic bone still in the mat. Keep on breathing. Enjoy that spaciousness and openness in the chest. Breathe. 3 more breaths if you can. And exhaling, lowering back down. You can make a pillow with your hands again, placing your forehead, your cheeks on your hands. Relax. One more backward bend, especially strengthening your back muscles. And see if you can do that with effort, without effort, effortlessly moving into this rather strenuous pose by using the breath. So now you can place your forehead on the mat, taking the arms alongside the body. The palms are facing the mat, the thumbs outwards, palms facing the mat. And then with the next inhalation, you're lifting everything upwards what you can possibly lift. So the legs, the arms, the upper body and the head. Inhaling, lifting the legs, the arms, the head, the upper body up. So only the belly button is now on the mat. Keep on breathing here. Maybe you can visualize how you're breathing towards your back muscles, nourishing them, and pulling that strength out from your breath again. Just feel how the breath is giving you that strength to hold this pose for several breaths. You're not forcing anything too much. Remind yourself of ahimsa, and yet you're working with the breath. Let your breath be a really good friend, accompanying you through your life. 3 more breaths. So if you're a bird trying to take off any moment now, 1 last breath. And then exhaling down. Placing the hands underneath your shoulders, coming onto all fours. So the hands are underneath your shoulders, the knees underneath your hips. And for cat stretch, exhaling, let the head drop down, the back is round, and then inhaling, bringing length into the spine, lifting the head up. Exhaling, round back. Make a few of those dynamic counter poses. Nice counter movement in your own time, using your breath again. Practice 2 more rounds. And then coming into a neutral position, spine straight. With the next exhalation, lowering your buttocks onto your heels, coming into child's pose. Let your buttocks melt into your heels. You can take the arms alongside the body. And relax in child's pose. Take a few moments to completely let go of this physical body. Let it settle. Let it become soft again with each exhalation. Feel how Mother Earth is holding you again in this pose. So we've already practiced our inversion, forward bend and backward bend. Now the twist. So inhaling, you're rolling back up, vertebra by vertebra, chin on the chest until you're sitting on your heels, lifting the head last thing. We can practice the twist with the legs stretched out if you like to join me in this way. Stretching the legs out. And then bending your right knee, placing the right foot on the outside of your left knee. Grabbing hold of that knee, really pull yourself up so that the spine is nice and long, nice and tall. And then wrapping your left arm around the right knee, hugging it in. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhaling, coming into the twist to the right, placing the hand very closely to the body, very little weight on this right hand, the spine straight. And here again, you're going to use the breath. Inhaling, there's a notion of you growing upwards, and exhaling a little bit further into the twist. Inhaling up, exhaling tiny bit more into the twist. Shoulders relaxed. Arriving in your twist. Inhaling length, exhaling a hint of twisting to the right. You can close your eyes and again focus on the breath. Without forcing anything, you have arrived in your Ardha Matsyendrasana, half-seated twist. Perhaps once more you can remind yourself of santosha, of this contentment. Be content with this body which has been given to you. This body which is now taking this shape. And this mind with all its thoughts and activities. If you find the mind is wandering again, bring it back again and again, very lovingly, very caringly. Bring it back to the breath. Inhaling once more, and then exhaling, coming to the front. Letting go of the right leg, stretching it out in front of you, and then bending the left leg, placing the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Pull yourself up again using the knee, the spine is nice and straight. Hugging the left knee with your right arm, wrap the right arm right around it. Inhaling, left arm up. Exhaling, turning to the left. Arriving again in your twist, seated twist. Use your breath. Inhaling, growing tall. And exhaling, moving a little bit further into the twist. Relaxing the shoulders. The head in line with your spine. Inhaling up. Exhaling, twist. Shoulders relaxed and soft. Watch the breath. Enjoy the breath. Watch how the breath is coming and going. And you're watching. prepare to come out of the pose, inhaling, lifting the arm up, exhaling, turning back to the center. Stretching the left leg out again. Just remain in this seated position for a moment, closing the eyes, reminding yourself of the practice you've just been moving through. Your body, your mind, the breath, connecting the two. Maybe once more this notion of santosha, contentment, feeling of gratefulness for this body. And then relax this body, placing it in Shavasana for the final relaxation. Make sure that this physical body is very comfortable. Maybe you wish to take some blankets, some cushions. Try and support yourself well so that you can relax for several minutes in a very comfortable position. The heels at least hip width, maybe even mat width apart. Let the toes gently drop to the sides. The arms about a 45-degree angle away from the body, palms facing up. Head in line with the spine. If you wish, you can bring a little activity into the body before we move into relaxation. So if you wish, you can push the heels into the mat, and you can also push the hands and feet, the hands and arms into the mat, pushing the back, the head into the mat, pushing the buttocks, lower back into the mat. So you're pushing all body parts firmly into the mat, into the ground, holding, 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 and let go. Maybe very gently adjusting Shavasana. Make sure that this body is very comfortable now for final relaxation. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths into the abdomen and visualize how with the exhalation the entire body is becoming heavy, melting into the mat. Let the breath become very subtle, very fine. As you then bring your attention to your feet, become aware of the soles of your feet, the soft soles of your feet, and visualize that from the soles of your feet, the sensation of relaxation is filling both feet up to your ankle joints. Maybe also visualizing light or warmth filling both feet. And that sensation of relaxation is now traveling up, filling your lower legs up to the knee joints, traveling up further, filling the thighs to the hip joints. So both legs are now filled with the sensation of relaxation, maybe warmth, light. Both legs filled with relaxation, warmth and light. And that sensation is now traveling up the body, filling your torso to the belly button, moving further up, also filling the chest. The entire torso now filled with the sensation of relaxation, warmth, light. And bringing your awareness to your fingertips. And from there, the sensation of relaxation is traveling upwards, filling both hands. Both hands filled with warmth, with light, with relaxation. And this sensation is traveling up, filling lower arms to the elbows, traveling up further, filling upper arms right into the shoulders. Both arms now filled with warmth, with light, the relaxation. This sensation is now traveling further upwards, neck, into the head, filling the head. This sensation of relaxation which is now spreading to the crown of your head. Warmth and light filling your head. The entire body now filled with the sensation of relaxation. The entire body filled with warmth, with light. The entire body relaxed. You can visualize a clear blue sky. A clear blue sky. And perhaps every now and then there is a thought. A thought is just like a cloud, sometimes white and fluffy, sometimes a little grey and heavier. Either way, it passes, just like the clouds drifting across the sky. Let the thoughts go, let them drift away. And in between those thoughts, there is the clear blue sky, the eternal clear blue sky. Just like your mind, clear, bright. You can repeat an affirmation such as, I am content and happy. I am content and happy. Full of energy and strength. Full of energy and strength. Bringing your awareness back to the body. Feel the body motionless on the ground. When deepening the breath, take a couple of deep abdominal breaths, inhaling the abdomen, moving out, exhaling, sinking back down again. Inhaling, taking in energy, prana, nourishing each cell of the body. Exhaling, let go. Inhaling, prana, energy, nourish each cell. Exhaling, let go. Center yourself through the abdominal breathing, and then introduce a few first fine movements, the toes, the fingertips, gently, full of awareness, a few first movements. And then move your arms, your legs, the entire body. Maybe you wish to stretch the body, or maybe you wish to hug the knees in. Just take a few moments, make a few movements which are now right for you, for your body. And then you can hug the knees in and turn to your right hand side. Just relax a little on your right side. Before you come up in your own time, very mindfully coming up to sitting for our final Om and mantra to close this practice for today. If you wish, you can keep the eyes closed, keeping that awareness, that mindfulness as you come to a comfortable, steady pose again, sitting with your spine tall, the back of the head towards the ceiling, the chest open, the hands, the arms, the shoulders relaxed. Feel the body comfortable and steady in this pose. Feel the breath and deepen the breath. Inhaling, watch how the abdomen is moving out. Exhaling, how to sinking back down again. Once more, deep inhalation into the abdomen, and then exhaling completely. Inhaling for Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. And in deep gratitude to our masters, Om Bolo Sadguru Shivananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Bolo Shri Guru Vishnu Devananda Maharaj Ki Jai. And to all masters, Om Sarva Santana Ki Jai. Also a Jai to you. Thank you for your beautiful practice this morning. Thank you also to those who are using this video for the practice at home. Yes, I hope you're feeling well now, and maybe you can take that notion of santosha, of contentment, into the day-to-day. Take it with you, that sensation of contentment, the body as it is, the breath, the mind. Take it with you all together. Don't leave anything behind. So I wish you a beautiful day, and yes, thank you very much.